YouTube, we're going to be watching some 2v2 ranked replays of the two best 1v1 North American players in the world. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Best North American 1v1, you get what I'm trying to say. The best North American 1v1ers, Firstkiller, and I would say the player who had the best chance at taking Firstkiller off the throne in his heyday, which was Kinseh. We're obviously a little bit biased here on Feer stream, but these two have been friends for a while, I'm pretty sure. I think they used to play back in the day when we had Kinseh on stream more often. But these games are actually not from that long ago. Firstkiller and Kinseh were rocking the 2v2 scene together. They played 3 games. We're going to be watching 3 different games of them. The next 2 after the first are like right back to back in the same session. This one was, I think, from maybe a little bit over a week ago, as opposed to being much sooner. But Firstkiller and Kinseh, I went and found a few replays of them. But I saw the cutest thing when I opened up this game number 1. Firstkiller and Kinseh have the same exact decal on, or same exact car, just the whole thing. All the way down to the boost and the wheels and everything. So look at that. Oh my goodness, wow. What a sick own goal. Apparently, Firstkiller and Kinseh, so scary, they've got the orange team tapping balls directly into their own net. We've watched some Firstkiller replays on the stream before, a nice air dribble bump and an ISO play after the fake kickoff between him and Kinseh. Well, we've seen some Kinseh 1v1. We haven't really ever, sorry, we've definitely seen some Kinseh 1v1, but we've seen some Firstkiller 1v1 as well. We haven't watched much 2v2 of him. But why not watch him team up with the original best player on our stream in Kinseh. Firstkiller trying to find the far post after Kinseh wiping up all defenders. We've been looking for ways to get 2v2 show matches going for a while. I know something that a lot of people have been asking for have been, a 2v2 show match scene where we see so many 1v1s and we see RLCS for 3v3. 2v2 is a little bit harder to do. Nice flip reset and a third from Firstkiller and a forfeit. And a forfeit early in this game. So we'll talk more about 2v2s. But Seabass and Stallion not interested in going up against Kinseh and Firstkiller, especially not when they're absolutely slamming in own goals to start the game. So this will be a half-length game. Game 2, Firstkiller and Kinseh. We'll try and get some 2v2 show matches if it's ever possible. It's tough to get 4 players, and it's also, I think important to have some kind of storyline. So the reason why the 2 teams are playing against each other, not just picking any random 4 players. So it's really hard to set up. That's probably the reason why you don't see them too often. That being said, I know Jorby actually has done a few different 2v2 show matches with his Rage Quit themed events or show matches, so you should check that out just in case he ever picks that back up again, because all of the rosters on those did seem very top-notch and worth checking out. Firstkiller, we're going to be watching from Firstkiller's perspective for the whole video. I think that would be the perspective people are most interested in watching. This time they're going up against Sobral and Cam. We've seen Cam in a lot of these ranked replays because I'm pretty sure Cam is one of the players who uploads his replays automatically. He's the reason why we have these games in the first place. So if you ever see Cam, make sure you give him some thanks. About a minute and 30 in, and Firstkiller and Kinseh have not found a first goal. As First tries to flip reset, get it inside the near post. A lot of ISO plays between the 2 of them. We didn't see the fake kickoff to start the this should be an easy bucket. Yeah, double off the back wall. You could tell after he pulled it up to the side wall and there wasn't a defender there. 2 mechanically gifted not to take that off the back wall and double it in. But one of the interesting things about watching players duo queue is when we watch 2's replays from top players, I feel like they play very much by themselves. when they don't have a specific teammate they're queuing with. But I have a feeling Firstkiller and Kinseh have a little bit of team chemistry. They might be able to play a cheekier, you know, two-man game that you don't see as often. Cam trying his dribble. Both Kinseh and Firstkiller going to double commit for that a little bit, but Firstkiller's commit really, really soft, so it clearly counts. And that double commit, though, will matter. Firstkiller trying to redirect that touch just barely, and the cost of both him and Kinseh diving deep is not going to be rewarded, as the blue team ties it up easy. 1-1. Firstkiller, one flip reset. Can he get a second? He cannot. He's definitely focused on the flip reset game. Certainly makes, you know, a little bit more sense to see a player focus on the Euro game in 2v2, where you have to be much more creative to find goals. But Firstkiller really seeming to force the issue. And we saw him playing an interesting style last time we watched replays of him against Fast in 1v1. He was playing super insanely fast. You know, faster than I think he normally would in regular circumstances. For whatever reason, he was making a point to try and speed around the map. Almost own goal there. I think without Kinseh's help, he might have been on track to own goaling. But that's what makes him such a good team. Cam basically handing over that goal as he stays grounded on the high bounce. Kinseh will be able to easily, or sorry, Firstkiller will be able to easily get the aerial shot, and not a great kickoff sequence for the two of them, though. Handing that lead right back as Cam rolls one in. Soft touch on the kickoff. Very intentional play by Firstkiller. Try and kill it over to his teammate Kinseh, but it didn't work well. Ended up putting himself on defense, and you know, we talk about two players playing together. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! There had to be some wow spams. There absolutely had to be some wow spams, guys. I know that this replay is not about this guy, but all right, I found it right here. Sorry, it took me a bit, but the double commit. Okay, I found it. This is Sobral's perspective. A total double commit, all the time in the world. Nobody could possibly save it. Maybe he thought Cam was going to be able to tap it in either way, but that is a big miss. We'll see if Firstkiller and Kinseh will end up punishing these two. Firstkiller trying to get a power slide catch deep in his own corner, hoping to get Cam to miss, but Cam seemed to be locked in to getting the bump. What a save on the respawn. Long shot, and that'll do it. Oh, he's not going to watch it. He turns away. I love it, dude. Everybody coming to a stop together. Him and Kinseh have that in common. Kinseh used to always let go of the controller at every possibility as well. Wow, what a booming power shot. Just kind of crazy. The level of play you could see from, you know, even the difference between the best players and, you know, just like top 100 players. It's just the power off of every kind of touch like that is just on a different level. Kinseh popping this over the blue team. Don't know why I switched off of Firstkiller's perspective. We'll slowly work our way back to it. 20 seconds left to go. Kinseh trying to be on the breakaway. Sobral stops him. Firstkiller over one. Can't dunk the second. Doesn't need a goal. Just needs to stay in control of this ball for the next 10 seconds. And Cam seemingly tried to earn a possession, but Kinsey's hanging out close. Not playing afraid on defense, even though they don't need much of anything to finish this game. Kinseh lobbing this ball high. Firstkiller looking for gold, of course. Not going to just let it hit the ground, but it does, and we'll head to game number 3. Third game of Firstkiller and Kinseh queue it together. They're playing against Cam again. This time, not with Sobral, but with Daunt. Daunt, I think, is a content creator. Can't remember if it's TikTok or Twitch or, you know, both the above. But a clear on the back wall is not going to come from Daunt, and just a pass An easy air roll shot, kind of a run-of-the-mill play for a high-level lobby. Firstkiller, strong touch on his air dribble. Really just playing catch-up on his way back to earning a 50. Kinseh, a great 50 to pass out to Firstkiller, but Daunt does a great job to break up the play. Firstkiller got a little bit greedy there, trying to reverse and stay in possession of that play, with Cam coming to absolutely take it away. Great read by Kinseh. I think he must have found a crazy opportunity to dunk. He almost forced in a goal out of a situation that should not have been a shooting situation. Cam from the ceiling, gonna have to be all Kinseh on defense, and he doesn't have it. Firstkiller leaving Kinseh to make that one-on-one play, and he's not able to do so. Kinseh to First. First not gonna take the touch. Gonna let it bounce high up the corner. He's gonna pass it to himself, and it's under the crossbar and in. Firstkiller, so good at those ground doubles. Just casually slamming it off the ground and directly into the crossbar. This setup not so great. Maybe that's why he likes to slam it back down to the ground. But his team has the lead. A minute 30 into this. Cam and his teammate double committing a little bit there. Luckily, Cam was able to finish off that dribble to prevent Firstkiller from being able to come in and get a touch. But he absolutely dusts Cam on the side wall. As Cam goes flying to no man's land. Kinseh doesn't want to challenge. Maybe doesn't have the boost to do so. Firstkiller is going to swing around the entire map and do it for him. And once again, leave him on defense. But Firstkiller able to get that save just barely after trying to pre-jump. Didn't cover it, but was able to land back down and get back into the play because the save, or sorry, the shot was just a little bit too soft. Man, Firstkiller obviously feeling good as he 360s around the map, seemingly giving no effort to try and win, but it doesn't seem to matter. Firstkiller didn't have a lot of boost to cover the net there, and his team is going to get scored on. I don't know where this came from. Did seem slightly out of nowhere, as him and Kinseh were doing well and no reason to start, you know, not throwing, but stop focusing on the win. We'll see if that changes now that they're tied back up. A solo play from First. Kinseh double, and it squeaks in into the bottom right corner. I think he might have been able to score early, but felt like he needed to double, maybe because he thought defenders would be covering that first touch. Still puts it off a defender and in. So 3-2, the lead once again for Firstkiller and Kinseh, showing why they are a duo that cues so much together. Kinseh has played the role of bruiser a couple different times in these games, and Firstkiller trying to slow down that dribble, waiting until Kinseh takes every player off the map, but he wasn't able to do so. Daunt to the back wall. Cam. I thought for a second Firstkiller was just going to wait it out, but it was a great tap high off the arena where it found that curve to send the ball straight down. I do not understand how Firstkiller just got that 50. Seemed to, you know, not be panicked about it at all, and I thought for sure that 50 would have somehow found a way in the net. But that's why he's Firstkiller, and we're just watching. Kinseh, tight angle touch, 4-2 lead for him and Firstkiller. In fact, that'll be a forfeit with a minute and 11 left to go. Bit of an early forfeit, but it is ranked. So what can you expect? GG's, Firstkiller and Kinseh, showing that they are not only some of the best 1v1ers in North America, but also a dynamic twos duo.